November 25, 2020. It was a Wednesday, but it didn't feel like one. The world felt quieter. News spread like a cold wind: Diego Armando Maradona was gone. And for a moment, football, the game we love, seemed to stand still. It wasn't just the loss of a player. It was as if someone had stolen a piece of the game's heart. Diego's story didn't start in stadiums. It started on the dusty streets of Villa Fiorito, a small, poor neighborhood in Argentina. The houses were small, but the dreams were huge. Little Diego was always with a ball, sometimes real, sometimes made from rags. Neighbors would say, "That boy, he was born with a ball at his feet. He didn't just kick it, he made it dance." By 10, he was juggling not just the ball, but hope for his whole family. At 16, he was playing professionally for Argentinos juniors, and the nation had a new name for him: El Pibe de Oro, the Golden Boy. He wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the strongest. But when he touched the ball, magic happened. Clubs from all over the world wanted him. And soon, he was dazzling Europe, Barcelona first, then Napoli. Naples was a struggling city, mocked and underestimated. But Diego? He gave them something they'd never had before: belief. And then came Mexico, 1986. The World Cup. Argentina versus England. First, the hand of God. A cheeky, impossible goal that made the world gasp and laugh. 4 minutes later, the goal of the century. He took the ball in his own half, danced past half of England, and scored. 2 goals, one villainous, one divine, both unforgettable. That was Diego. A mix of mischief and magic. A street kid who played as if every match was for survival. But heroes are still human. Diego's fame was heavy. The cameras, the parties, the politics, the temptations. He made mistakes, some big ones. But every time he stepped onto the pitch, all was forgiven. Because Maradona didn't just play football, he made you feel it in your bones. When he celebrated, you celebrated. When he cried, you cried. And then, that Wednesday. November 25, 2020. Cardiac arrest. Argentina mourned like it had lost a son. Naples cried like it had lost a father. Murals appeared overnight, candles lit the streets, and his name echoed from balconies and stadiums. For millions, it felt like losing a piece of childhood, like the ball would never quite roll the same again. But legends, they don't really leave us. Maradona's spirit lives in every kid playing barefoot in Buenos Aires. In every underdog team that dares to dream. In every player who dribbles when passing is safer, because Diego showed us that football is about joy, not just winning. The day football lost Diego Maradona, it lost an artist, a rebel, a magician. But somewhere, in every stadium's echo, his laughter still plays. And as long as a ball is kicked, Diego's story will never end. Subscribe now for more football highlights and legendary stories.